What's going on, guys? I'm here. Today we're looking at the Forest Update 61, and it brings a couple cool new things, but first off, I'm going to say that the chainsaw now, it's really powerful. Now it really feels like the Doom chainsaw, but let's just jump right into everything. So for starters, they apparently fixed the deadfall traps and happy birthday traps, but me and Silva did chill out for about 20 minutes trying to get, cannibals to run into them to see how accurate they were. I set them up kind of scattered like a new player to the game would, but for me, it was more miss than hit. So, I don't know, your mileage may vary. But I do want to mention something. I personally have never seen a cannibal climb up the side of a platform. Now that being said, I normally don't use platforms, but here they were like literally climbing up the platform to attack Civo, and I thought that was really cool. Anyway, moving on. We have a brand new UI, at least for the intro. So whenever you load up the game, now you'll be greeted with this screen. So you can select either single player, multiplayer, or options. I personally love the way they did the options. It's really streamlined, except over here in advanced settings. If you use your scroll wheel, it'll bounce pretty high. Kinda think they should add a limit there, because this is kinda hard to see, especially if you're just trying to get to color grading. Like it'll bounce on my mouse. I don't know if you have the same problem, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. Also, I should mention, at least for me and Civo, whenever we first loaded up the game after this update, we were automatically set to toggle for the crouch mode. So if you want to change that, just go to Options, Controls, Input, Crouch Mode, and set that to hold. And that way you could set your crouch mode to whichever way is more comfortable for you. Right now, I'm trying out toggle, just to see how I like it. So I changed the way medical mix and pills work. So now, if you have them on your hotkey or just generally in game, the second you pop them, your health bar will fill up, but it'll be grayed out, and you'll slowly gain health over time. So in normal mode, it's 5 HP a second, which is really god slow. And in hard mode, it is an excruciating 0.5 HP a second. So keep that in mind while you're playing. I really hope they patch this. Like, I think normal mode should be at least 10 HP and hard mode should be a 5. This took about what felt like a minute for my HP to regen. Anyway, moving on from that, they also added collision volume to the standing fire. So it used to be you could walk right through them, but now as you can see, boop, I get stuck on it. Now I put these guys right next to each other to show you that this collision volume is actually really good. Like, I can walk right in between this, but if I bump into them, nope, I hit them. So the bounding box is incredible, and as you can see, I can't phase through any of these. So keep that in mind. Now these things have collision, so hopefully you'll stop setting yourself on fire. Or, I don't know, maybe you won't. I set myself on fire with them a lot. Along with adding a bounding box to the standing fire, they also made it to where you can no longer build docks if there's a character inside of it. So as you can see, I have the ability to build, but as soon as Civo walks in, I can no longer build this anymore because there's someone inside. But as soon as he walks away, I can pop that log right in. But keep that in mind, guys, they're still patching a couple things so you don't build yourself into your own personal prison. Trust me, it sucks when that happens. So moving on from that, the chainsaw's fuel amount is now mapped to your character. So me and Civo tested this a couple different times. As you can see, I have about half fuel on my chainsaw. I'll put it down, I'll pick up his, and it's still half fuel. So keep that in mind. If you put down a chainsaw, it's going to remember how much fuel it had. Moving on from that, they added new animations to the skinny cannibals, at least the ones wielding sticks, and they also added hair to the female cannibals. As you can see them right here, I actually like them a lot. I think they look really good. And finally, before we close out, they also added 4 new hairstyles for the character that we call Carl here at Llama Q. I don't know what his real name is, but he's the guy with the gold glasses. Anyway, he has this thing that looks like he has some pretty mean bedhead. He's got a new greaser look. He's got like pretty boy ready to go to church on Sunday. And then he has swept to the side. That's pretty much it for this update, guys. At least the most important things that I saw. So hopefully that helped you out. Like the video if you liked it. Get subscribed if you're new here. And leave a comment down at the bottom if you have a different part of this update that was your favorite. I was talking to a couple guys on my Discord, and Matt in particular is really happy with the optimizations. Anyway, we'll catch you on next time.